Hello everyone and welcome back to the third episode of the new season of Let's Get Quizzical, Raw 12:51 AM's best and only quiz show. I, as always, am Thomas Hart, and joining me, also as always, on time this week, is my co-host Matt Bliss. How are you?
I was on time last week as well.
Congratulations.
This is 2 out of 3. This is a 66% hit rate. Recurring, baby.
Indeed, and we have two contestants with us today. First up, we have a how am I trying to think of the right words? A special guest, not actually a student. Introduce yourself, Aidan.
Yes, so as Thomas has said, I am not actually a student. I used to be a student at Warwick, but now, because I seemingly enjoyed this campus a bit too much, I am now back working as a research assistant in the Department of Psychology.
And what's your full name?
Oh, yes, I figured I should probably introduce myself. Yeah, I'm Aidan Tee. As I said, research assistant in psychology. Yeah, happy to be here.
And also, another first for this run of shows, we have our first ever returning contestant. Someone who appeared on the first run of Let's Get Quizzical back in the mythical days of 2021. James Newton, how are you, sir?
I'm doing good. Yeah, it's good to be back. I mean, by popular demand of 0 people, I am back.
We wanted you back. Where are you from and what do you do?
Well, I'm from Margate, and I do discrete maths.
Good. Excellent. As always, on Let's Get Quizzical, round 1 is a nice easing you in round. All the questions are worth 1 point, 5 questions each. And Matt, take them on.
So, for your first round, I will give you a category of stuff with some information, and you just have to tell me who I'm talking about here. And these are all Nobel Prize winners. So I will give you the date that they won it, the category they won it in, and a short clue as to who they are. So, do we flip a coin for this? Or are we just going with Aidan first?
Yeah, just go with Aidan first.
Oh boy.
Aidan. 1901, physics, X-rays.
Oh, gosh. I am so bad with any science X-rays. No, this is probably so obvious, but no, can't think of anything. Pass.
Okay. James, you don't get any points for this, but...
I probably would have said William Bragg.
No, this is Wilhelm Röntgen.
Okay, maybe not as obvious as I thought.
Of the year. This is going to go well, I thought. Anyway, okay. So, James. 1913, literature, Gitanjali.
Oh, Tagore.
That is correct. Rabindranath Tagore. Aidan. 1965, literature, and Quiet Flows the Don.
That's a tough one.
What?
That is a tough one. Half of these are tough and half of them are...
Yeah, I can tell you clearly must have it out for me based on what
I have mixed them up. Don't worry, you'll get some leeway later.
Oh boy. Can I get some leeway now? 1965. Dear. Sorry, what's the clue again?
And Quiet Flows the Don.
I probably not, but Frost.
Nope. Any idea?
All I'd have done is guessed a random Russian author.
It is a random Russian author. It is Mikhail Sholokhov.
Nope, no idea.
He is known for that book and that book alone, basically. James. 1979, Peace, None.
Mother Teresa?
That is correct. It's alright, you got to lay up with this one. 1984, Peace, Bishop.
Do I have a layup with this one?
Yeah, it's definitely gettable.
Peace Bishop. Interesting. It's definitely not as obvious as Maria Theresa. Interesting. Bishop.
Maria Theresa.
Yeah. Okay, my mind is clearly gone somewhere else then. This is going swimmingly.
Yeah.
Oh dear. I don't even know if he won. The Pope. Probably not.
Nope. Any ideas, James?
No.
It's Desmond Tutu.
He was a bishop. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. But
Yeah,
I would not have gotten.
big in the 80s as
yeah, I
well.
would not have gotten there.
Has anyone ever described Desmond Tutu as big in the 80s? In
You,
like a
just now.
Yeah, in like a Prince way. Right. Now, this is going to the complete wrong person here.
It is.
1995 economics, rational expectations.
For those of you that may not know, because I didn't introduce this in the introduction, my degree at Warwick for undergrad was economics, politics, and international studies, and my master's was finance and economics. I currently have a very strong hatred for maths right about now.
So what answer can I pick that will annoy Aidan the most? Just something really wrong. Let's go with Milton Friedman.
No. Aidan?
Rational expectations. Oh boy, actually.
No.
Oh, now he's thinking. Okay.
Rational expectations. I should really notice. In fact, yeah, I haven't done economics in a long time, to be honest. Definitely not, but Friedman.
Nope.
That's what I said.
It's the recently deceased Robert Lucas.
That is okay.
And the Robert Lucas anecdote, which you've already heard, James, is that he was married to a woman called Rita Cohen, and they divorced in the early 90s. And she asked her lawyer to, this is a quote from the Washington Post, to structure the divorce agreement so that if Dr. Lucas won the Nobel Prize before October 31st, 1995, she would be entitled to half of his winnings. And the announcement of Dr. Lucas's award, which was worth $600,000 after taxes, came weeks before the stipulation expired.
Oh.
To which Lucas said, "A deal is a deal."
He knew he got got. He knew he got got.
Yeah.
So that's what you were blabbering about.
Yes. That's what I was attempting to explain. Right. Aidan. 1964, chemistry, crystallography.
Wow, okay.
I'll give you more of a clue. X-ray crystallography.
That doesn't help.
Okay.
No. X-ray crystallography. I mean, I can only apologize.
I'll give you another clue. Woman.
But that does narrow it down significantly.
Okay.
The problem is I'm caught between two, and I don't know enough about about chemistry.
We could probably guess which two.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna guess one of the two. Is it Curie?
No.
It's the other one.
That was not one of the two I thought you would.
Yeah.
No.
It's
Dorothy Hodgkin.
It is Dorothy Hodgkin.
Okay.
1957, literature, The Stranger.
I mean, is it that one? That The Stranger? Let's just go with Camus.
It is Camus. 1953, literature, World War II.
World War II. That's not as helpful as a stranger.
He was a big cheese in World War II.
Oh, okay. Presumably Churchill.
That is correct.
Congratulations, you have a point.
It's the luck of the questions, I have to say.
1932, physics, uncertainty.
Heisenberg?
Yes. Or as I've written, Heisenberg.
And at the end of round one, Aidan has 1 point and James has 4. And as we go into our first song break, we'll play a song to which my co-host said the fact that this track was quite good, quote, signals the final dying breaths of my hipness. So this is the Foo Fighters with Under You. And welcome back to Let's Get Quizzical. As we left you, Aidan has 1 point and James has 4 points as we head into round 2. Now, the way round 2 works is we've got 4 different categories of stuff that And and James and Aidan are going to take in turns to name something from the category in question. So, say for example, in our first episode of this block, we had Champions League winners. So it could go Liverpool, Man U, Chelsea, and so on and so forth. Until one of them thinks that the other player has named something that doesn't fit the category. Say if they said Manchester City. Now, they could, and at that point they can choose to challenge the answer. Now, if that challenge was correct and the opponent had indeed said something wrong, they win the category and get 5 points. However, if they hadn't said Man City and said team that actually won the European Cup, like Nottingham Forest, a much better team in every way, the challenge would fail and the other player would win 5 points. But to incentivise you to try and take risks, every time you get a wrong answer past your opponent, you get a bonus point. So, Matthew, what is our first category?
Our first category today is categories at the Academy Awards. So these are Oscar categories.
Oh no.
Any category in which an Oscar award, or an Academy Award, is currently awarded.
Yes. There are several of these, I can't count. So,
Aidan, as you're behind,
yeah.
you can go first.
Best actor.
Best actress.
Best picture.
Best animated feature.
Oh, best soundtrack.
Best supporting actor.
Best supporting actress.
Best editing.
Best cinematography.
Best adapted screenplay.
Interesting. Best foreign language film.
There's best screenplay.
Because I've got nothing else, I'm going to challenge that.
There were a couple which were questionable, but I think I'm
Well,
not going to
we're
award
being
those.
fairly generous with
Yeah.
the names of them.
Yeah, so best soundtrack is from one, but
Yeah.
best original score will. So that will
Yeah,
count
we'll
as
accept
one.
that for that.
Yeah.
And yeah,
But
best
be-
original
No,
screenplay.
best screenplay was what he said.
Oh, I'm sorry, we're not being loose for that one.
Well, because he'd already said adapted screenplay.
That's true, actually.
Oh right,
Yeah.
okay. There we go then. No, so it's divided into adapted and original screenplay.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
you had already said adapted, which is why we're being.
Yeah, well, because
Yeah.
I didn't know that there was a difference between one
Yeah.
which is written fresh for film and not. But I didn't.
Yeah. Interestingly, adapted screenplay has been a category for longer than original screenplay.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Cue the more you know graphic
Yeah. On radio.
on radio. Yes, famously a visual medium.
Yeah.
Well, 5 points to Aidan there.
Was there any bonus points? Because
No.
yeah, I thought so.
No, they're all legit.
Category the second.
Category the second. You're both going to be delighted with this. The ceremonial counties of England.
I'm leaving. I'm leaving.
When we say the ceremonial counties of England, we mean like the sort of the traditional ones, basically.
So not the metropolitan ones.
Yes, none of your
But not the historic counties, which are something else themselves.
They are also
Okay.
something else.
Local government in this country is a mess.
So the technical thing for this is any county that has a Lord Lieutenant.
That doesn't help.
Have you written to your Lord Lieutenant recently?
No.
Oh dear.
dear.
Oh dear.
Yeah, so there are 48 of these.
Oh no.
And James, as you gave the most recent answer, Aidan goes first.
I'm sorry, what's the category again?
Ceremonial counties
For those who
of
don't know,
England.
Aidan does not come from the UK.
I am very much not a UK citizen. Again, I have been stiffed up here. Oh God. I don't know. Oxfordshire.
Kent.
I don't know. No. Wessex.
That is not a county.
I mean,
Yeah, it's
Yeah, we've fallen quite early there.
yeah.
Couldn't have gone for like Warwickshire, you know?
mate. I have no idea. I had no idea you would consider that as what that was, to be honest, just because. Again, like I said, I just don't have any previous knowledge with regards to
Yeah.
this.
I mean,
This is fair enough.
Oxfordshire was correct. Could you not have
Yeah.
extrapolated to go on Cambridgeshire?
I mean, you're taking that as an extrapolation, but
You're implying people think in quizzes.
yeah, exactly.
To be
point.
fair,
Very
this
good point.
it was
Very,
a very
very
difficult
good
round for you, and you'd even said beforehand you were dreading any UK stuff coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Although I will say that Thomas and Matt knew that I was coming on here. They know I do not like UK stuff. I didn't know I am useless at UK stuff, and yet they still put this in.
I resent the use of the word Thomas there.
Yeah. You could have had West Sussex.
You're not helping me.
But this round is very much mine.
Yeah.
We want, for our third round even, I can count, we want any composer who has a piece of music in the top 100 of this year's Classic FM Hall of Fame.
Oh boy.
Okay.
Any composer with a piece in top 100 Classic FM Hall of Fame. We're not asking you for a composer in the list entirely, because that would just be name a composer. You've got to think, what sort of composers do the people who listen to Classic FM like, with their strange tastes in music?
More contempt, please.
Oh, there will be. James, you can go first.
Let's go with Ralph Vaughan Williams.
Let's go with Benjamin Britten.
Let's go with Gustav Holst.
That was mine. Let's go with Richard Wagner.
Let's go with Handel.
Let's go with Haydn.
Let's go with Ludwig van Beethoven.
Let's go with Mozart.
Let's go with Frédéric Chopin.
Why are we saying let's go with everything?
I don't know.
Can you slow down a bit? I'm trying to check.
Camille Saint-Saëns.
I'm going to challenge that.
Fair.
Okay, so
I'm kind of hoping
Aidan had a remarkable hit rate of consistently naming wrong answers getting through. What? Britain isn't even in the top 300. Wagner has only got one piece and it's not in the top 100. Like, I mean, that's why I think this countdown is obscene. Haydn doesn't have any pieces in the top 100.
I mean, this is genuinely
Who does?
This is genuinely quite
Ray
surprising.
Vaughan Williams.
Ralph Vaughan Williams.
Yeah.
They're all just Ralph Vaughan Williams, the lark ascending.
This is actually very surprising, yeah.
You've really cleaned up on this round, because
Yeah.
I don't know the list either.
You think I do?
I mean, you were. I think almost all of yours were correct, but the question is Saint-Saëns. Saint-Saëns has 3 pieces in the top 100.
Okay.
Hall of Fame.
Can't you buy a little bit?
His
Can't you buy
Organ
this
Symphony,
anymore?
Danse Macabre, and Carnival of the Animals.
Wow. This is... You've really got a lot of points this round.
I count this as my revenge from the ceremonial counties round.
Jeez.
And
Now-
of course, the one I challenge on is
How
the
many
one that's
bonus?
right.
How many bonus points was that? Was that
3.
Oh wow.
So
Okay.
you got 8 points this round.
No Britain. Good God.
Wow.
Too contemporary.
2. I mean,
Anyway,
it's homophobia is what it is. Really.
well, I mean, they've got Tchaikovsky up there as well.
Ah, yeah.
Yeah, we did not mention any Russian composers,
That's
which
true.
is
That-
probably
yeah.
probably a safe bet.
I mean, it is rather parochial, but the problem is, it's like random stuff like Carl Jenkins. He's in like the top 5.
Yeah.
Who most of you will know as the man with the moustache and the glass and the.
No, most of you won't know that.
No, as in,
Is it-
for the coronation, he went viral. People thought he was Meghan Markle with his cash and his sunglasses.
okay.
But most
Some of
people
us
still
are
won't
fans
know
of
that.
The soft machine.
Is it the war of
You.
Carl Jenkins'
Yeah.
ear?
Right.
That's an awful pun, Aidan. You should be ashamed of yourself. Anyway,
I
our
am.
final category, which going in, we thought, if we gave it to some people, they could get all of them, but you two, it may prove a bit more of a challenge. James Bond films.
Oh boy.
That's the reaction we wanted. So, any of the 25 films in the main James Bond series. So,
Eon or non-Eon?
Eon.
Eon. Okay.
Hence 25.
Yeah.
Okay.
James, you go first.
Let's start with Casino Royale.
Skyfall.
Spectre.
The Man Who Loved Me.
No Time to Die.
Goldfinger.
Moonraker.
Doctor No.
GoldenEye.
Wow, James Bond films on really not my strong point. Actually, what is?
Naming wrong composers.
Yeah, and getting away with it somehow. I don't know. I'm just trying to think about the James Bond cars and like just trying to place them to films. That's the way
That
I'm
is
doing
a
it.
frankly insane way of doing this round.
It's the only way you know when you watch Top Gear. The Spy Who Loved Me.
From Russia with Love.
That's one I was missing. Yeah. Goldfinger.
I've already said
that one
that.
already.
I was hoping I would get away with that. Oh dear, this is really not going well. Can I just? Can't even think of anything. Can I just forfeit?
I mean, if you want, but James is just going to get the points.
I mean, oh dear. I'm sorry to anyone who's listening. I genuinely can't think of anything else. Sorry, pass.
Oh,
All right.
A couple more.
well, that gives the 5 points to James.
I mean, I know.
Although you
yeah.
did actually get a wrong answer through.
Yeah.
The Man Who Loved Me.
The Spy Who Loved Me. Yeah.
I thought-
Yeah.
I thought
But you
he-
also said The Spy Who
He said
Loved
The
Me.
Man Who Loved Me, which isn't
Yeah.
a Bond film, and then The Spy Who Loved Me later. Which
Did I just not hear that?
No, yeah.
Yeah.
didn't.
To be honest,
It took me a
I
second
had,
to clock it as
I
well.
had
That's
five.
not a-
I had 5 certs, and then after that was when I started blagging on, and that was one of those blagging on things I
So
somehow
that's
got
another
through.
5 points to James, and at the end of round 2, it's close. Aidan is slightly in the lead with 15 points, but James has 5.
How?
And now we enter 14 even. I can read the numbers I have on my
This is the
spreadsheet in
most
front of
scuffed
me.
thing you are
Yeah.
hearing today, listeners. I can only
Competence.
apologize.
That is what we bring to this radio station. Competence. Anyway, and now we enter the part of the music stuff where these are just people I have never heard of. So here is an artist called Masterpiece with a track called Brussels. Enjoy, I guess. And welcome back to Let's Get Quizzical. As we left you are at the end of round 2. Aidan has 15 points and James has 14 points.
The lesson there: lying works.
Indeed. So
I
now-
cannot approve this message.
And so now we go into round 3. We've got 2 sets of 10 questions, each question worth 3 points, all linked by a certain theme. So, our 2 themes this week are, well, I've been out and about over the past week, and so you can have questions on my trip to the cinema, or questions on my trip to Sheffield. Aidan, as you're in the lead, you get to choose which one do you want.
Oh dear. Oh no. Oh. Oh dear. It's like asking which one of my dogs I want shot. I don't even have any dogs. Okay, let's go with. Oh no. Oh no. Let's just go with Sheffield.
Okay, so on Saturday I went to a very hard quiz bowl tournament at the University of Sheffield. Here are 10 questions from that tournament.
Oh.
Just kidding, we're not going to do that to you. Here are 10 questions Matt wrote about Sheffield.
Yes.
It's not that awful.
Sheffield, like Duisburg in Germany, one of the worst places I've ever been, by the way. Absolute dog pit. In Germany, and Pittsburgh in the US, is known for production of which metal alloy from which it derives its nickname?
Iron. Oh no, steel. I'm stupid. I'm stupid.
I'm deferring to you on
Yeah,
whether we
I know.
accept that.
I don't blame you if you were to.
I have to take your first answer.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
it's fair. I had a massive brain fart.
That's all right. In reference to Sheffield's history of steel manufacturing, the main theatre venue in the city has what name? It has been the host of the World Snooker Championship since 1977 and is largely synonymous with that tournament.
Is it the Crucible?
It is the Crucible. Consequently, many snooker players have made Sheffield their home. Which Chinese player is probably the most famous of these, having won 3 UK championships, the Masters in 2011, and in 2016 becoming the first Asian player to reach the World Championship final?
This is when I guess a Chinese surname. Yang.
Nope, but there is a good Chinese player. Well, a suspended Chinese player called Yang Bintao. No, this is Ding Junhui.
Dean, okay.
Yeah. Rick Allen. Oh, you'll love this. Rick Allen, the drummer for which Sheffield heavy metal band, has famously spent the latter half of his career playing with only one arm after a car accident.
I have heard of this. Oh no.
Yes, I've written pub quiz questions. on it.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Thomas. Just I can't think of any heavy metal band that's in Sheffield. No, those guys went from. Oh dear. I don't think they were from Sheffield, but Motorhead.
Nope, this is Def Leppard.
Def Leppard. Oh,
Yeah.
My favourite band.
they were from Sheffield. Okay, fair.
Lots of bands are from Sheffield, like the Arctic Monkeys are from Sheffield, if memory serves.
They are. I'm sorry, your favourite band is Def Leppard?
Yes.
He contains multitudes, ladies and gentlemen.
It contains multitudes.
The development in Sheffield of silver plating techniques made it a centre during the Industrial Revolution for the production of what common household utensils? Silver plating techniques.
Common household utensils.
Common household utensils.
Plating. I mean, it's not gonna be plates then, is it?
You are correct, it is not.
Yeah, I don't know. Spoons.
I'll accept spoons. It's cutlery.
Okay.
Silverware.
Yeah.
Okay. I was expecting a specific type of silverware, but fair enough.
Now, the development, that's what I just read. 1/3 of Sheffield's area lies within which national park, the first to be designated in 1951?
Oh, great. Oh dear.
Name your favourite national park.
Yeah, exactly. It's coming to that, isn't it? Is it? Why am I blanking on national parks? I should know at least a few. Wow, I'm blanking hard. This is bad. The Peak District.
That is correct. Sheffield is historically in Yorkshire, which was traditionally subdivided into 3 units called the East, West and North What?
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, more UK geography.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, you did choose Sheffield.
I mean, it was either that or cinema, and as you've established,
Yeah.
my cinema knowledge is not good. I was hoping on questions about Bramall Lane, Sheffield Wednesday, Sheffield United, but apparently not.
Matt wrote them.
Yeah, I figured. My
I'd
hopes,
already had snooker.
my hopes kind of sank when you said Matt's giving these
Yeah.
questions. Oh boy, let's go with wards.
No, it's a good guess though. Riding.
I would not have guessed that.
Yeah. Sheffield lies on the confluence of 5 rivers. 2 of these are the Sheaf and the Rivelin. Now you have 3 questions about the remaining 3. So one of them shares its name with a river in Russia, which is the 5th longest in Europe. And it has already come up in this quiz, I am now aware.
Okay, I wish I was paying attention. Is it the? Okay.
In one of your questions.
I figured, but it was one of
Yeah.
those questions that I just blanked. I have excluded that from my memory because it was so bad. Is it the ob?
No, you're thinking along the right lines with 1 syllable. It's the Don.
Dawn. I was tossing up between the 2 as well. That's annoying.
That's all right.
It came up in that random
Yeah.
Russian author
Exactly,
whose name
exactly,
I have
exactly.
already forgotten.
Yeah.
The second river shares its name with the reputed birthplace of Robin Hood, which is reflected in one of his pseudonyms, and it's not Nottingham.
Ooh, is it Men in Time?
Yes, it's
Well-
Kevin Costner.
Robin Hood. Wow. Again, English pseudonyms. Interesting.
Yeah. It's just one of the names of Robin Hood.
Yeah, I figured, but
Yeah.
the problem is I don't know any names of Robin Hood apart from Robin Hood.
Okay.
No, the Bard.
No, this is
Sherwood?
no. It's Robin of Locksley.
Ah.
No.
Nope.
That's a tough one.
And finally, a term for a heavy, very dark type of beer that is sometimes used interchangeably with stout, whose name is thought to derive from its popularity with cargo carriers.
I had stout in my mind until you said stout. Oh dear.
Stout is not a river in Sheffield.
No, I figured. Otherwise, it wouldn't be. Yeah. Anyway, contrast with stout. No. I got nothing. Ale.
I'll think about the cargo carriers bit. What's another name for someone with a job carrying cargo?
carrying cargo like a sailor shipment?
No. This is a porter.
No, I genuinely would not have gone that. Okay.
No?
So that's 4 out of 10 for 12 points added to your total.
I mean, you are talking about someone who doesn't drink, so yeah.
Yeah.
James,
Hello.
I actually have a feeling you're going to like this set.
Okay.
So when I went to the cinema on Thursday, I did not go to see a film. I went to see the National Theatre live production of James Graham's new play, Best of Enemies.
Nerd.
Which depicts the 1968 televised debates between William F. Buckley Jr. and Gore Vidal during that year's presidential election. So, question number 1. The debates were an attempt by which TV network to boost its ratings? It had fallen to a distant third behind NBC and CBS, the other members of the traditional Big Three networks.
ABC.
Correct. Best of Enemies was, as I just mentioned, written by James Graham, whose best-known work is probably the miniseries Quiz. Quiz dramatises the infamous coughing major cheating scandal that happened on which TV show?
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire?
Correct.
Major Ingram Innocente.
Quiz fans may recall that James Graham appeared on the most recent series of Christmas University Challenge, representing the University of what city? As a hint, the football club in this city is nicknamed the Tigers.
No, that's a rugby club. I don't know anything about football. Let's go for Middlesbrough.
No.
Presumably it's Hull, right?
Yeah, Hull. He was on the University of Hull team that reached the final of Christmas University Challenge. The worst part of Christmas, because you don't get to watch actual University Challenge, just boomers getting easy questions wrong. Question 4. Who stars as Gore Vidal in the play? He plays Spock in the rebooted Star Trek films and has appeared in the TV shows Heroes and American Horror Story, earning an Emmy nomination for the latter.
Yeah, I don't know American Horror Story, and it's definitely not Lady Gaga, so...
I mean, it wouldn't be the weirdest casting choice in that play.
yeah, hey, is it Lady Gaga?
No, it's Zachary Quinto. It's a brilliant bit of foreshadowing from each there. In what I have described in my notes as an interesting bit of colourblind casting, William F. Buckley Jr. is played by David Harewood. In 1997, Harewood became the first black actor to play which of Shakespeare's title characters at the National Theatre?
Macbeth?
No, it was Othello.
Huh.
Because up until then, it had been white actors blacking up.
Oh, not good.
97.
Yes.
Oh my god.
That's disturbing.
Question 6. Buckley hosted the talk show Firing Line for 33 years. The theme tune of Firing Line was an extract from which composer's Brandenburg concertos. Buckley is apocryphally quoted as saying, "If this composer isn't in heaven, I'm not going."
I really should know this. It's the Brandenburg concertos. Of course, they're by that composer that I know the name of. But I can't think. No, my brain is deciding not to brain right now, so pass.
Is it Schumann?
No, it's Johann Sebastian Bach.
Bach.
Right.
Yes, Bach. In the play, Vidal often seeks the advice of which other intellectual who debated Buckley at the Cambridge Union in 1965. His books include Go Tell It on the Mountain, Notes of a Native Son, and The Fire Next Time.
Oh, Go Tell It on a Mountain. I've heard that. Is that James Baldwin?
It is James Baldwin. 1968 was a year of great upheaval and violence. The play depicts the assassinations of Martin Luther King Jr. and Bobby Kennedy, as well as the shooting of which artist by the radical feminist writer Valerie Solanas.
Oh my...
Aidan is annoyed that he didn't go for this set, I think.
I am very annoyed.
Oh my... I feel like I should know this. Oh, let's just go with the thing that first came into my head, even though it's probably wrong. Andy Warhol?
It is.
Correct.
It is Andy
Okay.
Warhol. Yeah.
In the show's original run, the role of Gore Vidal was played by Charles Edwards, but he couldn't reprise the role when it transferred to the West End, as it clashed with filming for the second season of what Amazon Prime show in which he plays the elf lord Celebrimbor?
Lord of the Rings of Power.
Correct. And finally, which candidate actually won the 1968 US presidential election?
Okay, so let's just go backward. Oh, forward from World War II. You got. Okay, I'm not thinking very well. Let's go with Lyndon B. Johnson.
One election out, it's Richard Nixon. So at the end of that, you got 6 of those, so for 18 points. And as we go into our final round, you have a slight lead of 32 points to Aidan's 27. And I've just picked the shortest song on the playlist. So this is someone called Ray Laurel with You Said, you spelt with a U. I don't know, maybe it's Burmese or something. Enjoy. Welcome back to Let's Get Quizzical. As we go into our final round, Aidan has 27 points and James has 32. So this is the way the final round is going to work. I have in front of me a set of quickfire general knowledge questions, each with a category, history or literature, for example, and a difficulty, easy, medium, or hard. Easy questions are worth 1 point, medium questions are worth 3 points, hard questions are worth 5 points. Now, the way this will work is one player at any one time will have control. I will tell that player the category and the difficulty value of the question, and they have the choice to either play the question or pass it over to their opponent. If someone answers a question correctly, they keep control of the game, and their opponent is docked the corresponding point value. However, if they get the question wrong, they lose control of the game, and they are docked the corresponding point value. So, Aidan, as you are behind, you will begin with control. Our first question is a TV question, and it's worth 3 points.
Pass.
James, who is the current host of Countdown?
Well, I'm going to say on a technicality, Jimmy Carr.
No.
It's Countdown.
No, it's not.
That's Colin Murray. So, Aidan, you keep control. Theatre 1.
Yeah, I'll take it.
The National Theatre is located on which bank of the Thames?
I wish I hadn't taken it. South Bank?
Correct.
Okay.
Business 5.
5? Oh boy. I will pass this.
James. What chemical company, owned by Sir Jim Ratcliffe, is currently in negotiations to purchase Manchester United? And Aidan puts his head in his hands because he's a Man U fan. The company also funds and names the cycling team formerly known as Team Sky.
So this is actually a sports question.
Kind of.
Yes.
Yeah, it really is.
And I know nothing about sports.
Do you know anything about chemical companies?
Not really. Let's go with Monsanto.
No, this is Ineos.
Ineos, yeah. Also sponsors the Merck F1 team, I think, yeah.
Aidan, technology 3.
Technology? Oh boy. I should probably pull my finger out at some point, but not confident in technology, I'll pass.
James, what does the G in ChatGPT stand for? You don't need to get exactly right. Word forms will be acceptable.
Like, generative?
You got it exactly right. Generative. I don't actually know what the PT stands for because I'm going to be able to look it up. Yeah. So that's a point. That's 3 points off Aidan. And James, you now have control. Video games 3.
I'm going to play that one.
Thought you might. The 2019 game Cadence of Hyrule is a crossover between the indie rhythm game series Crypt of the Necrodancer and what other series?
The Legend of Zelda.
And a very good game it is too. Correct. TV 5.
That could be... Because it could be... I don't actually... I'm going to play it.
Which New Zealand comedian and former Taskmaster contestant was recently announced as the host of Junior Taskmaster?
Oh, New Zealand. Who was the...
I think I know who this is now.
Sarah Kendall?
No.
Is Catherine Ryan New Zealand?
No, she's Canadian.
Oh, oops.
This is Rose Matafeo.
Rose Matafeo.
Okay.
I think Sarah Kendall's Australian.
So, control passes back to Aidan. History, 1 point.
I'll take it.
Who was the first emperor of Rome?
Romulus.
No.
Wait, no, I'm being
No.
dumb. Yeah, very dumb. I heard I heard something else different.
That's Augustus, so
Yeah, it's Augustus
back to
Caesar, yeah.
James.
That was bad.
Politics, 5.
Can I ask which country?
Several.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I'm going to play.
What word precedes democratic in the name of a left-wing political party in Canada and democracy in the name of a right-wing political party in Greece?
Oh. Oh, I should know this. Popular.
No, it's new.
New.
New
Yeah,
Democratic
that's it.
Party's Canadian. The New Democracy Party been used lately
Yeah,
because they
'cause-
won re-election
I was trying to think what's...
over the weekend.
NDP.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, control back to Aidan. Aidan is in the lead, 20 points to 13.
How are we not in the negatives?
Isn't it? And once again, it's another TV question. This time it's 1 point.
Well, the last time I had a TV question with any question with 1 point, I absolutely blew it. I'll take it.
Hwang Dong-hyuk created which smash hit Netflix show that premiered in 2021?
Squid Game.
Yep. It's a Korean name.
Yeah.
Literature, 3 points.
Yeah, I'll take it.
Abel Magwitch and Miss Havisham are characters in which Charles Dickens novel?
Oh, I knew it was Charles Dickens. Oh, yeah, as soon as the name of my language came up. Great Expectations?
Correct. Religion, 3.
I'll take it.
The story of Samson and Delilah appears in which book of the Bible?
Judges.
Correct.
Damn.
Maths, 1.
Is it 1 plus 1? And I'll take it. Screw it.
What is the length of the hypotenuse of a right-angled triangle with sides of length 3 and 4?
5.
Correct. James is now on 5 points, and this is a 5-pointer. So this is for the win, potentially. Philosophy, 5 points.
Philosophy. Philosophy is a black hole because there's so much random stuff you can write about philosophy. I will pass.
James,
Oh, no.
if you get it wrong, game over. Thomas Paine wrote which book in response to Edmund Burke's Reflections on the Revolution in France?
Book. Thomas Paine. I should know this. I know there's a book by Thomas Paine. And I'm trying
He
to...
does indeed write.
Yeah.
In fact, he wrote multiple books.
Reflections on the Revolution in France. Yeah, I can't think, because all that's coming into my head is a pamphlet, which is wrong. So I don't know. Pass.
Oh, you can give it an answer at least.
Common sense.
That's the other one. This is The Rights of Man. So
Okay.
with that, Aidan has taken the game. 20 points to none.
Do you feel like you've won?
Absolutely not. I think we are all losers. Yeah.
Us for putting time into writing these questions, you for answering them, and our beloved audience for listening to them.
I mean, you say answering them, it's answering them very badly, wrongly, and horrifically screwing the pooch in a lot of cases for myself, at least.
Well, that is the end of the day. Trying to remember if you won your game on first.
No, I didn't.
No, well,
You just lost to someone who
You'll
said
have to come back a third time then.
Maybe.
No.
you just lost to someone who said
when I
Sheffield-
graduate, I'm getting as far away from here as possible.
You just lost someone who said Sheffield was the city of iron and that Romulus was the first emperor of Rome. How do you feel?
Nah.
Yeah, no, I don't feel good.
I've also had a lot of very stupid answers in my time.
In fairness, that Romulus one, I don't think it's the worst one we've had so far this series. It's going to take a lot to top Robert Crawley's Japan, Famous Republic.
Yeah.
That is quite bad, yeah.
So, thank you all for coming. Thank you for listening. And, we will be back next week on same time, 4 p.m. on a Friday, where we will remain for the rest of the term, because I did actually finally manage to get us a secure slot after hopping around the schedules for the first few weeks. So, Friday, 4 p.m. next week. We will see you then. So, thank you all very much for listening, and we'll leave you with the station's beloved auto music playing Botsu for the next few minutes. Enjoy.